It's crazy. These revolutions are very bloody affairs. The Bolsheviks, they killed the Romanovs, and they did it unceremoniously, just very much. They had the royal family. They had the royal family locked up, imprisoned in some sort of house, and then they said, hey, royal family, come down to the basement, and then they go down to the basement, and then there's a whole bunch of armed guards in the other room, and they come out and shoot and kill the shit out of the royal family. So it kind of, it's twofold. First of all, it's, barbaric, it's bloody, it's like, what the fuck? Apparently they got bayoneted afterwards. So the Bolsheviks are going to kill the Romanovs. Lenin wasn't there, but he gave the order. And, the Russian troops are all too happy to kill the shit out of the Romanovs. And so you had, husband, wife, and 3 daughters and a son, I think, something like that. So the entire nuclear family of the Romanovs, like 400, 500 years of a royal bloodline, completely ended. And that was the point. That was the point. The Bolsheviks killed the entire Romanov family to wipe out the Royalist bloodlines once and for all. And that's, that's the French Revolution. That's kind of the Haitian Revolution, the Russian Revolution. All these are very bloody affairs. The French are going to hang their king and queen. The Haitians, they're going to kill all the remaining French on the islands. It wasn't just good enough to get rid of the military French, but pretty much every white person on the island except for the Polanders. And then the Russians, they're going to kill the entire Romanov family, ended their bloodlines once and for all. So when it comes to hereditary succession, when it comes to the Royalists, when it comes to the U.S. Revolution, I'm very much torn with the U.S. Revolution, but essentially what pushes me, over is that constitutional government, republic, all this shit, these are good things. These are what we're just supposed to have hereditary succession. Not only is that just bad because the daughter or the son of the king or queen is supposed to be, a better ruler than the rest of us? That's some dumb shit. But a lot of goddamn problems have happened because kings and queens weren't able to bear any children. So the hereditary succession is a problem by itself. But what happens when the king and queen don't have any goddamn kids to pass the torch on? Then what the fuck? The entire nation, the entire nation state suffers. They got to wait for some other king or queen to invade in order to have some sort of. So I like democracy. I like the, consent of the governed idea. I like the ideas of elections and the citizens having the power of democracy ruled by the people. Secession. Hereditary secession. Hereditary secession. America overthrew a royalist government, King George III. Fuck that motherfucker, right? Fuck a king, fuck a queen. We ain't going to be goddamn subjects to no king or queen. France is going to overthrow their royalist government too, right? King Louis the 16th and Marie Antoinette. It's only a matter of time before the world sees clearly that kings and queens and their stupid ass fucking hereditary succession bullshit makes no goddamn sense whatsoever fucking ever. You could have the most talented, smartest, most educated person in the fucking world, but you're going to give the damn crown to that turd bucket because, he was the third nephew of the niece of the uncle of the. Get the fuck out of here. So, into their royalist bloodlines once and for all. Good night, Anastasia. That's Anastasia. They slaughtered the holy hell out of that. But I mean, fuck the royalists. They goddamn, ran Russia. And while people are starving and dying. And I mean, I guess we're supposed to. That's the thing about the royalists and monarchies is that they're going to try to humanize, themselves as much as possible. But if you're going to be the king and queen, you got to make sure you have a kick ass. If Russia was kicking ass and taking names, then okay, that's some bullshit. But Russia wasn't kicking ass and taking names. Russia very much was, So, there you go. The Haitians, they killed all the, all the whites. Not just the royalists. You know what? Why just kill the king and queen when you could just kill all the whites? So the Bolsheviks killing the Romanovs, bloody affair, kind of sick and gross. But on the flip side, how come this powerful, royal family had no protection whatsoever? This fucking all-powerful royal family basically just were like, well, guess this is where we get shot and killed. I guess this is the part of the This is the end of the bloodlines for us, or the end of the Romanovs. So it's a very, barbaric, savage, disgusting, bloody affair. But it's also like, how come the goddamn Romanovs didn't have a guard or two? They didn't have a guard or two? They didn't have, and how come they didn't, fight for themselves? They didn't know how to fight for themselves? Jesus Christ. Jesus H. fucking Christ.